So, welcome back. So, we've noticed a few things, or at least we should have. What we're looking at here is this value here, this A value. This A value is going to be important. If A is greater than 1, then what you're going to have is a vertical stretch. If A is between 0 and 1, not negative, but a decimal between 0 and 1, or written as a fraction between 0 and 1, you're going to have a vertical compression. And finally, if A is negative, so either it's greater than 1 and negative, or it's between 0 and 1 and negative, what you have is a reflection in the x-axis. In other words, it will open down. Up here, if we're talking about a vertical stretch, we're talking about, if I'm looking at two different curves, if I'm looking at y equals x squared versus y equals 2x squared, what you're going to notice is that the y equals x squared has a step pattern of over 1, up 1, over 2, up 4, over 3, up 9, and the new step pattern, it has a multiple of 2, so it's over 1, up 2, over 2, up 8, and what's actually happening, ladies and gentlemen, is we are vertically stretching all of those points. This distance here is now multiplied by 2. This distance 4 is multiplied by 2 to give 8. The same's happening over here, and we get a vertical stretch. When we talk about a vertical compression, what's happening is that this distance, we're not going up as high as we would, so we're only going up part of the distance. So if I show you, if I have a curve y equals x squared again, it's going to go over 1, up 1. It's going to go over 2, up 4. If I wanted to graph the new curve, y equals 1/2 x squared, well, that new one would go over 1, up 1 squared times a half, which is only half the distance. Over 2, up 4 times a half, only half the distance. So it would be 2, 2, and 1, 1/2, and look what we get here. We get what looks like a very shallower curve, if you were. It's been vertically compressed. It is now wider than the other. All right, then. I'm going to come down and we're going to do questions 1 and 2 in just a moment.